the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Mamo akwa baba ye Nsem-Pii TV so. Already me demo kwa chika ka Nsem-Pii iPhone Nsem-Pii TV beka ya. 2021 budget and at then time finance minister Yera Ken Oforiata edibetu just say the National Cathedral is excellence na dan kwakufa ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eboa niesi no ebe complete and ebe commission on 5th March 2024 like enra aye 5th March ananka na dan kwakufa do ebe boa ya commission the National Cathedral no na yenye nim say enenso ye 6 March 2024 ene the 67th Independence Day Ghana memha abra ina efa ahudie no then na NDC amanyoko no led by Okudzeto ablakwa North Tom Rashibedwani Sam George Ningo Pram Rashibedwani James Quayson Asin of Rashibedwani ene NDC big ways no mebina the communication officer Sami Janfimu nyina ka ho bi Omastorming live the National Cathedral site and say Omoko no mako a commission the uncompleted National Cathedral His Excellency Nana Kwakufuado Ebo Eka say on the 5th March Dental Finance Minister Yera Ken Oforiata metu bia say on 5th March 2024 and ebe commission National Cathedral no mo hwa National Cathedral no yenye enduru ba bia na kama say ye commission enti omoko no mako commission the uncompleted National Cathedral sine be ya omegu His Excellency Nana Kwakufuado and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mamu ombebu ye no fi and omde be moke NPP government no mkoto wodi in fact the national security the armed forces and the Ghana police actually almost say omaba to mema and the National Cathedral site wo and the hot dear akoye we can na we aka na bra ensem we nyina si na obi odumama Nsem-Pii FM na the reporter gina how reported live ohun de course nyina efiri ho ebae na message ebeko ni atie ni ahwe video no
so na yentoa so modina aka no ekosi essential high Asempa 94.7 FM kwekwa sante reported from the Cathedral National Cathedral site minim se bibi koso ho kwekwa sante akwa aba net sen
obi rejo so
na enne de yedi Independence Day na National Cathedral site ho de wa mane ho
obi se obeka ya 2021 budget ana finance minister Ken Oforiata to Ghana for said National Cathedral NDC by ACNO. The expectation is the 5th of March 2024 and a binded be National Cathedral no the public can get access to it. So it's been 2-3 years of construction, but the National Cathedral is still at the foundation level. In fact, the NDC MPs led by Okudzeto have made a lot of noise about it. Say Omano assay Sikapa in an effort to construct the National Cathedral. And first March, I expect say no be a cathedral no. And this MP is led by Sam George, Asin North MP James Quayson, Ododo MP Sam George, and so Sami Nsem-Pii, National Communication Officer. They all went to the National Cathedral site to do what they call a symbolic commission of the facility. Of course, we know the facility no open as of now. It is still at the foundation level now. What was expected to be a short ceremony, a peaceful and uneventful event, and now you do National Cathedral, and Nsem-Pii who said very heavily armed military men and some security agencies, all of them wielding guns, had mounted a barricade right in front of the National Cathedral. Said, and a holiday, and the contractors are also not on site, and so as far as they are concerned, the MPs should not be allowed to get inside, and that is the order that they have been given. In fact, these people were being led by a military captain who spoke with the MPs initially. The MPs said they don't intend to inside the National Cathedral because of the publicity Ablakwa had done around today. There was some heavy security personnel around the facility. In fact, the entrances have all now been closed. I don't see. They said they just want to stand in front of these entrances and then do a news conference, but the military will not allow that. In fact, at some point, it became a confrontation when the MPs and the people they came with wanted to force their way through, and the military say they will not also allow that. It is also video there.
My main for say who now video on YouTube and Facebook oba Nsem-Pii FM ubehu videos no way Kwaku Asante videos on Sunday you see Okudzeto Black Sam George Nsem-Pii in that way with the military men it's an interesting sight into uba ubehu videos ni bi sisi amu amuti yes Kwaku to asoma me
and it became such a confrontation for nearly 30 minutes. MPs and the military were in a standoff trying to find some amicable solution. The MPs insisted that they wanted to go to the very far end of the National Cathedral. They obey the Physicians and Surgeons College, and then they can do a news conference from there. The military also say the order they have gotten from above and the instructions they have is that they should not allow anybody over the Electoral Commission head office. So it became such a confrontation for a long time. The MPs were pushing their way through. They were able to push themselves a few meters ahead, but the police and the military blocked the entrance with 2 vehicles, and then the MPs had no option than to stand right in front of the new Electoral Commission headquarters, raid, and do their news conference. Of course, there's also a wall there that separates the EC head office and then the National Cathedral side, and so the MPs Ejna and then Central for someone who could just making a lot of demands, including they should dissolve the National Cathedral, the Secretariat. They should dissolve the advisory board that is chaired by the former chairman of the Pentecost Church, Apostle Quayson. So it's been an interesting scene here. The military were successful in blocking the MPs from accessing the National Cathedral side, but the MPs say they've made their point that this is a wasteful expenditure, this is a wasteful endeavor. They don't expect a country that is some of the IMF to throw so many millions of dollars on National Cathedral, and as of now, over $40 million having been sunk into the project. They still call it the expensive man-made pit in the world. So, and before they are getting back to Parliament, and they say that they've been able to communicate their message to the country.
But in their press engagement, and because reps from the NDC, was there a categorical statement should the NDC win power in 2024 and now they are towards our National Cathedral, so I'm making that categorical promise?
Yes, in fact, some of the Okudzeto Blackwa is categorical. Say there's no future NDC government that will even put a penny into this project. What they want is a national dialogue to decide, what are we doing with the site? You see school and now you see hospital, or what exactly are we doing to the site that used to hold the Department of State, some luxurious apartments and other things. But as far as they are concerned, they are categorical. No future NDC government will even pay a penny towards the completion of the National Cathedral facility, and they just want a national dialogue to decide, as a young summer in the middle of Accra, a very, very expensive place in Accra, how much land costs in this area, what exactly is going to be done. I think we need to build a school or something. They are demanding a national dialogue on that. But they are clear in their mind that a future NDC government led by John Mahama in 2025, if they win the 2025 election, will not continue the National Cathedral.
Nasa symbolic cutting of tape, me who see our videos I will send it, and mountains how they in front of the pit, and as
yes, right in front of one of the entrances to the National Cathedral. And because the door was locked, they were not able to get access to it. And so they mounted what is normally used to commission projects, balloons, and Ghana flags. And they used that right in front of the place. And then Sam George, Okudzeto Blackwa, and the NDC MPs then went ahead to declare that, as far as they are concerned, the president and his finance minister, who sank so much money into the project, cannot come here to commission the project because it's a sign of embarrassment in their own words. And so they are doing a symbolic cutting to show that the government is embarrassed and that this project has just been a waste of everybody's time and money.
Kwaku ma yenase na yemfensi bibia ni ebesen ba bidin komobio why
we me that
yeah that's Kwaku Asante and yetene nkanti oba obehu videos ni bi on yen live stream both on YouTube and then on Facebook Asempa FM Extra and on YouTube no Asempa 94.7 FM. You would see Okudzeto Ablakwa, Sami Nsem-Pii, Sam George and a host of other NDC MPs. Our more symbolic cutting of the tape and almost addressing media no earlier muhu video na there was near fisticuffs between omo any soldier for na a protected site no earlier more follow Sami Okudzeto Ablakwa on Facebook no he's done some post indicating say na obedi say adwuma we and I think 3 days ago and say telling the Ghanaian people asase a yedisi National Cathedral nioma na ewoso yebu ediguye bungalows for judges, Judicial Training Institute, Passport Head Office, Scholarship Secretariat, bungalows for Shraj, Waterstone Realty, Luxury Apartment Complex, headquarters of Comsys IT firm, and at the Malian Ambassador's residence, and only Nioma Yebuye. And Enra, he indicated, say, he would be engaging the media from the world's most expensive pit. Enonam sona ene mijini say ma soja for no eko kugu ho. Into that's our very first story. But I'll take you back to Nkomo na ye di area na fi your comment be on this na ya sign the aba. Into ne bobo impanyifo nananom ebo a ye ma Ghana enya ye mfa hundie because what kind of national pledge na eka say we should also look at what our forebears have done. We will come to the national pledge and the national anthem. But me drew a queer so ye wo dede ashikinshan and ye wo komla agbeli bedema ye wo kojo botio ye wo kofi bakon krobo edu say Nancy Tibu Muni Baumia SD Dombo yeah ne papa at the time I think he was information minister for Nkrumah ye wo SD Dombo Kofi Abrefa Buzia Joe Apia Victor Owusu RR Amponsa Bafo Seyakoto Modesto Apalu SG Anto Yakubu Tali. Okay, I think Yakubu Tali we no mode Tamale Airport no no yeah Yakubu Tali Ephraim Amu and a host of others and Oka said Osaibon Nkrumah DBO for special mention for the Independence Declaration. He later on mentioned Tete Kwashi and his role in bringing Cocoa Fest to Ghana and a host of other Ghana in Penyifua Eboa Enya Fahundi.
Well, obviously my catch was well the echoes were no just these optics. You know the relevance of celebrating today. You know, and sometimes we give ourselves away, you know, as politicians. You know, until how we require the members in the commenting. All of us, we are falling short of that nuclear promise. You know, and this cathedral matter, no, dear, is a matter that a bind you being a quenya or barbetina or beshenwa can once in me because you simply can't understand it.
Yeah.
Cathedral it's difficult to understand it. Apart from so political capital out of it, you know, it's relevant in a way. The interested stakeholder. It is a boss said the 6th of March 2024. Even though the political capital outweighs the relevance of it's very key for us to understand and know why
what's happening
up to this point. Sika do na ya ji Ghana isika kawo. Ene mwa hu do amunya yina. Ene sa KPMG nhwehwemu bi ekoye. Baby aide akodu. Baby bia isa say dey amanyo 70 no. The reality is that yenya the proper results I think it behoves the board of trustees to do a press conference and tell Ghanaians say this is where we are with the National Cathedral. And more man for the boy and the yeni. Yahu says he can't yen and so. And it's our mining soon this car we are putting it on hold for now. But say quiet. It's a bit worrying. It's a bit worrying. O man nan kasano ya beti amanyos me hunyi faso so cha amanyos edin puntu ba. Because you know pay to me it in ada ni kontompo ene ne o ma be yi for the cameras in Kwana ye nyina but no crepa ni say o man ni kontabo ne ye no kredie ene o man ho do no Atia kwashe baby. And sometimes I know me per se NDC. Sometimes I know me per se pre NDC na bam na nkoma bigina power. So blend the scene now. You are not careful because we committee be 1,000 of them. And the references will be MPP people. Because that's how we have lived in this country. That's how we have lived in this country. In opposition, your political parties, we are up to the task.
Solid on all fronts.
Well, you almost have missions in parliament. Oh, sorry, no, some Georgia, sorry, no, Okudzeto, sorry, no, Canada, sorry, no. As you say, Ghana, no, you jam on one now. I'm saying a quab and my bibia better to put it. Come. Give them the power. That's where we are now. Trust levels. Give them the power today. It's a different matter altogether. The moment you start questioning them, no, almost what I say, what you could says, BBA, and then okay. Say. So how are we going to move this country forward? Your comparison is a nana, dear cheer question. Yake, Nanke of force be a Cathedral and paying for them trauma to die. They do baby citizens we are there and the media, so you are not helpful and the correct. Because we need to push them to bring it out. Can you know? Now you'll be only sure we don't care. Even though some prime area now is valuable. But you say, you know, who is accounting to us? Because you need to account to us. Any attempt to talk about the cathedral in the state won't be we are antichrist. Undo Ghana, undo Nyame. It is a person yen. That's why I catch us a day of yen. Yeah, yet he said, I
think the regular updates should come.
As we speak,
oh yes, some anyway, yes. In reality, we should be updated to know say this is where we are. And yes, sir, meaning is a ferry, especially for board of trustees. And your ferry, so we've gotten and I say we've been hit with genuine challenges. It come and state and let's know say Sika Akomuni so far and then we move on. Yes.
Uti o money we mu sachira ye pomsi afin you no. Onyane asoma emergency. Yeah. Wo de hwamna no e be bia eda. Yeah. E ho so be dani River Jordan. Be bia bo yesu no. Na apu afa na afi e be wura emia hodo. You know the power of and the force and so timi ba. So
I think that update should come. That update should come. And
any problem be out.
It should come. Meaning say one of the Ministry of Information mid the press now mo ye no. The board of trustees and the secretariat should take one. No more for update Ghana for. So far, Sikai where account
about the cathedral. I call back and forth. You know, some of us, because you knew who God is, a personal experience and relation with Him, it hurts.
Because I've also gotten to a point. I think so, man. If already we've sunk, as we've heard in media report. And briefings at Parliament near the if we've sunk $40 million in such a project, then it's only proper because as can you money in it's either we decide say yen twice on
and I said
as Okudzeto suggesting maybe a national dialogue. So the whole country decides say we say in the day.
Well,
but I don't think it also helps. Say Vice President Dino, the Ostrich back road, no.
I know.
I don't think the National Cathedral and how prime that land is, should be left in limbo.
That is what
we need to do something about it.
That's why they catch us. And they are pretending.
Yes.
And they are ostriches.
Yes.
Because Wakofa Vice President, this administration will tell you what has gone into the Vice Presidential building.
Yeah.
And then is no power. What has gone into that building?
Because so far we spent over $10 million.
Because nobody cares. And I'm saying power no be edge, no. You need to say come and cram this is uncle for this no. Because you want to just get power, make money with our friends and family. Get away, and nobody comes and continue the job. Nobody is punished for whatever it is.